Kamila Valieva did not succeed in skating successfully this time. Valieva returned the triple Axel to the national championship. No, this is not news, we have already seen the jump in training at Krustelny. But until the end, there was no certainty that they would try it immediately at such an important start. Ateri Tutberidz's team decided to take a risk, and the move didn't work. What to comment? A butterfly unusual for me. I don't want to say it happens. As I trained, it happened, the athlete admitted. Because of the uncertainty, I quickly did something, it turned out to be a butterfly. Fortunately, Kamila did not become obsessed with failure and now only thinks about the free program. And it's probably not worth waiting for the Axel in it yet. The task is to show stable and good quads toe loop, as in the Russian championship in jumping. In addition, in terms of points, Valieva is not so much inferior to the leaders. Net rentals still allow her to fight for a medal and victory, like Adelia Petrosyan. Adelia, on the contrary, gave a sheet triple Axel and fell from a solo triple Lutz. First voila, then voila, choreographer Daniil Glakanghaus said after the performance, ironically over the fact that Petrosyan performs a number to the song Voila by Barbara Pravi. And yet, the main thing is that Adelia is in place and in good shape. After all, she, too, is only recovering from an injury. I'm dissatisfied with my performance, it's understandable why the jump didn't work out, she then told reporters. Because of this, another began to pour in. Now Petrosyan wants to analyze what happened, and debriefing Tutberidze will clearly provide her. Almost perfect rental was given by Elizaveta Tuktamasheva, but the judges rated it more modestly than the previous clean short Tuktamasheva with a triple Axel. What is interesting is that Elizaveta lost to Sofia Akatieva precisely in technique, because in terms of components she is a point stronger than her competitor. However, the skater herself admits that there were some flaws in the performance. Ideally, I would not say that I performed. There were rough edges, at least for me personally, she said in the mixed zone. But in general, of course, I am satisfied with the rental, it is my best so far at the Russian championships. The last phrase really means a lot, because Tuktamasheva has already arrived at her 15th national championship. It could have been more if not for the withdrawals, because the first time she skated in the Czech Republic back in 2007. Needless to say, most of Elizabeth's current rivals were not even born yet, when she already claimed high positions in world figure skating. At least Akatieva was less than a year old when Tuktamasheva made her debut at the Russian championship. And now she is higher than Elizabeth after a short one, and immediately by 3 points. Are there any questions for the judges? Maybe, but after what happened in the ice dance during the day, I don't even want to bother. Who are the judges? For antiquity of years, the main thing is that the distance between the rivals is small and everything will be decided by skating in an arbitrary one. But Sofia Samadokina, perhaps, is dropping out of the fight for the highest places. She again decided to perform the most difficult short in the world. Only it makes little sense if you can't skate cleanly. Axel with a blot, Lutz Rittberger also with a mistake. The only good news is that without falls, both the audience with the coaches, and the figure skater herself. But Akatieva now has as many as 15 points, and it's hard to imagine that Samadokina could win them back on Saturday. Is it possible to compete for bronze? This task is still within our power. Representatives of the second echelon, Anastasia Zenina, Anna Frolova and Anna Gorbacheva, could not make a start for themselves either. Since their technical arsenal is inferior to the leaders, you need to get your own in the short. And this was done by Ksenia Sinitsina and Veronika Yamatova. Especially in the latter, in terms of energy and subjective feelings from the rental, it was almost the best. I wonder how far an athlete who trains in not one of the two capitals can go. Yamatova, from Yekaterinburg. Sofia Muraviova closed the competition day. Before the rental, she was confident in herself. She performed the trixel without any problems both in the warm-up and in the dry hall. At the box office, it also turned out, but at the very end of the performance, she tore off the step sequence. Fall in the last seconds. Drama, it's a shame, but then again, the whole struggle is ahead. Moreover, the judges left Sofia the opportunity to fight, including for the first place. Alexandra Trusova withdrew from the Russian figure skating championship, which became known on the morning of the day of the short program. Coach Svetlana Sokolovskaya said that at night the athlete's temperature rose to 39.4 and she had to urgently call a doctor. Earlier, Trusova's lover, the reigning Russian champion Mark Kondratyuk, withdrew from the tournament. The Russian championship suffered a significant loss. The silver medalist of the Olympic Games and last year's Russian championship Alexandra Trusova unexpectedly refused to participate in the competition. The girl was present at the tournament draw on Wednesday, December 21st, and actively shared photos from the event. Then no one could have imagined that Trusova would withdraw from the competition for health reasons, because she looked great. However, the very next day, the skater showed signs of SARS. According to RIA Novosti, the girl felt seriously unwell, but still held the planned morning workout, where she even jumped the quadruple Lutz, the most difficult jump in figure skating, not counting the quadruple Axel. Probably, under loads, the body weakened even more. On the evening of the same day, Trusova unexpectedly missed the men's short program, where her lover, Mark Kondratyuk, competed, although the couple always attends each other's performances. And on Friday night, the girl became ill. At the moment I am powerless. Sasha has a temperature of 39.4, the athlete's coach Svetlana Sokolovskaya told TASS. The doctor was called in the night. Everything that is necessary for treatment is done, doctors are always there. The coach also posted a photo of Trusova's thermometer on her social network to confirm the athlete's high temperature. According to RT, the doctor of the Russian national team Alexander Ozerov personally insisted on the removal of the figure skater from the competition. And RIA Novosti correspondent Vlad Zhukov wrote in his Telegram channel that Trusova's temperature rose on Thursday, December 22, when she had her last workout at the moment. In Russia, there is a surge in the incidence of influenza, which especially affects athletes whose bodies are subjected to inhuman stress. In addition, athletes are prohibited from being treated with many conventional drugs, as they may contain substances prohibited by doping control. So, due to the severe course of the disease, a promising couple in ice dancing Vasilisa Kaganovskaya and Valery Angelopol, as well as Irina Kavernina and Dario Karizano, the girl had the flu before the tournament, and she became ill during the competition, starred from the Russian championship. After the tournament, it turned out that Elizaveta Kudryavtseva, who had fallen twice, also had a severe flu on the eve of the performances.